Do you remember this video from earlier this month? It was a homeowner in LA who was coming home. He had a cup of coffee and his keys, and he's about to walk to his front door. But behind him, over the wall, these two thugs jump over with their guns, and they rush him at his front door with their guns drawn, and they did not know that he also had a gun. Bam, here it is. He draws his gun, throws the coffee, and he fires, and it becomes a Wild Wild West gunfight. But they run for their lives. They're out there somewhere. What you might not have known about this video was that this homeowner, who literally is crouching behind his car, is protecting his wife, his 5-month-old baby, and the nanny inside that home from those guys. They had just been robbed 3 months earlier. That homeowner is Vince Ricci, and he is live with me now. Vince, I watched that video. It was heart-stopping. And then I see today they have taken your concealed carry permit away from you. What happened? Why did they do that?
I really don't know. They haven't given me any written explanation and haven't told me anything. They just told me over the phone that it was suspended, and they called me today and said, well, it's been revoked now. They told me who in the sheriff's department has revoked it, a woman named April Tardy and under Sheriff Luna. But I think that they didn't give me a written explanation because they were afraid of the media backlash, that they could try to either go back on it, which I'm hoping they do, because now it's critical for me to have it to protect myself, since these guys are now out there at large, armed, dangerous, and willing to shoot at me.
Did anybody say if you could get it back? Because I feel the same way you do. You were already targeted 3 months ago to be robbed, then this, and they are still out there. They haven't been caught. Do you know if you can get your permit back?
I asked them if there's an appeal process. They said no, but this was all over the phone. We emailed them countless times. We've called countless times. They refused to answer. They refused to answer emails. I think that this is part of the political system that's failing us. Honestly, I think this is part of the agenda in California, because from what I understand, the sheriff's department is praising me as a hero. The police department's praising me as a hero. They're doing everything they can, but then these few people that make decisions are then screwing me and leaving me out there to die, essentially.
And I need to remind our viewers as they watch this, you are a legal permit holder. This was not something you did. You had every right to defend yourself. The guy drew a gun on you, and they fired. It's just, I mean, I think a lot of people were cheering the fact that you fought fire with fire. You fought back against these guys. I do want to ask you, you got a 5-month-old baby. You've got a wife and a nanny who are inside that home. I'm sure this has been extremely traumatic for them. How are they doing?
I wish I could say better. It's been a lot. And honestly, at this point, I pray that nobody has to go through this. I didn't, guys go away to combat. They're trained for it. Police officers go into shootings like this and situations like this at work, and then they get to safety to go home. This happened at my home. This happened at the doorway of my home. This wasn't even a CCW issue. This was on my property, in my house. You know, I don't get involved in politics. I try to give back. I try to do the most I can. My family gives back. My wife runs our charity, Trina's Kids Foundation, and she's now doesn't want to be in California. She's sick to her stomach. She feels like everybody let us down, and they're stripping me of the ability to even continue to defend myself. It's just, honestly, it's horrible, and I hope that nobody else has to go through this.
Well, we'll follow it for you. We're going to put the pressure on and ask the tough questions, and we're going to follow your story. Will you come back and talk to us? We're going to see if we can't maybe get some resolution here, Vince.
100%. I want to give the sheriff's department the chance to do the right thing. Okay. I think this is a time for them to step up and say, let's give this guy a chance.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.